and char. Those data types have already been defined in the programming language. But suppose I want to declare some variables which will be holding the date of birth of a human being. And you all know date of birth of a human being consists of date, means or day, and days and month. So how can I store a data which, how can I store date of birth of a person in a variable? Then we thought of declaring basically or defining new data types, and these data types will be defined by the user, and user will define the data types, and once user define the data types, then only user can declare the variable of those data types. If in a program X I define the data types, those data types cannot be declared by other users. I can only make use of those data type definition for my variables. Others cannot. So if we compare this with your array, when we declare an array consists of a lot of data having a single name, and every data in an array can be identified by putting an index like, let's say, bracket 0, bracket 1, or bracket 2, like this. Each data can be thought of a data member in an array. If I consider each element is a data member in an array, comparing that, I can declare a structured data type, and the structured data type comprises of lot of data members, not only one. A structured data type can have one or more data members, and the data members of the structured data type can be of different types. If I compare it with an array, every element of an array or all elements of an array are of same type. But in case of a structure, the data members can be of different types. And the structure is defined like this way. It starts with the reserved word struct, followed by name of the structure. Name of the structure is basically the data type. And then inside bracket we will declare the data members. And each data member can be declared the way we declare simple variables. Data type and the name of the data members. For example, this is my structure definition. Once we define the structure, that means the data type is defined. And once a data type is defined, a variable can be declared which are of those data types. So variable can only be declared after defining structured data type. If I do not define a structured data type, I cannot declare a variable of those data types. Again, when we declare variables, we declare its struct, name of the structure, which is the data type, then variable names. If you have one variable, fine. If you have multiple variables, we'll write it separated with comma operators. Look at this. In the red color, we define a structure started with a reserved word struct. The data type name is book. It always starts with a reserved word struct. The data type name is book. Just like int, float, and char. Int, float, and char. Same way we define the data type as book. Book is not name of the variable. Book is the name of the data type, which has broadly three data members: name, price, and pages. Name is basically an array of characters. Price is another data member, which is a floating point data object. Page is also another data member, and which is basically an integer data object. Then once we define our structured data type, we can declare variables of this structure data types. We have declarations proc book b comma k of 5. Now b is a data type or variable?
Variable.
Very good. But book is a
Data type.
data type. Book is a data type like int, float, char. But name of the variable is b and name of the variable is k of 0, k of 1 up to k of 4. I declare k of 5. So how many book data type I declared here? 2 or 6?
6.
6. One is in the name b. Other 5s are k of 0, k of 1 up to k of 4, not 5. Actually, it starts from 0, it ends at k of 4. So these are the variables. The most important is, so we know how to define a data type and followed by how to declare variable of those data types. Two things we study: how to define the data type, then how to declare variable of that data types. Then how do I access the data members of a structure variable? In case of an array, the data member can be accessed either by using a bracket operators or by using a dot operators. Both the girls, stand up. You know. Should I go to identify or both? Come here. Now you will laugh, everyone will see, and they will also laugh at you. Stand here. Now you laugh. Now, how do I access each data member of a structure variables? If I want to access the data member of an array, how do I access which operators we use? Either a bracket operators or a star operators. If you remember, to access the data element or data member of an array, we use basically a bracket operators or a star operators. In case of a structure variable, we use either a dot operator or an arrow operators. So two operators are also used to access the data member of a structure. One is using dot operator, second one is using arrow operator. Let me discuss about dot operator first, then I'll go to arrow operators. But before that, dot operator can only be used if I want to access the data member for a structure variable. For a structure variable, arrow operator is used if I want to access the data members with the help of a pointer variables. If I want to access with the help of a structure variable, I'll use dot operators. But if I use a pointer variable, I'll be using arrow operators. Remember only this. Then the data member of the structure variable, to access it, before writing dot, I'll write down the name of the structure variable, and after dot, I'll write down name of the data members. So if I'm using a dot operators, before dot, I'll write down name of the structure variable. After dot, I'll write down the name of the data members. Write down this. So before dot, we'll write down name of the structure variable, and after dot, we'll write down name of the data members. I'll explain it with examples, then we'll come back to arrow operators. Arrow operator I'll discuss later. Look at this. Same. I have a structure definition. What is the data type here? Name of the data type? Book. Very good. Book, which has 3 members broadly. Then I have 2 data variable, b and k of 6, b and k of 5. K of 5 comprises of k of 0, k of 1, like this. So now when we write this, look at this. So b is a book data type. B is a book data type. How do I store a value to the price of b? If I show in diagrammatically, I can say like this. Every, let's say, structure variable b, will be stored in the memory.